Well, thank you, first of all. I mean, I want to say thank you because you employ my son-in-law, and so, you take care of my grandkids in a way.
Thanks for
grandpa.
loaning him to us. He's a brilliant young man.
Yeah, he is. One grandpa to another. My youngest daughter has her job because of a gathering that you and I did. She's at Mariners Church.
Oh, wow,
And
cool.
it was because I met Kenton at your thing. And so, I mean, I owe a lot to you. Most importantly, all my kids are FPU graduates, and hopefully someday they'll stop asking me for money, okay? That's biggest
Tell
thing.
them they got to go back through the class until they get it right.
Yeah, I will. Just thank you for doing this, being a part of this. We've talked a little bit. It's a weird new world out there. Economy starts to come back. We've got people that are trying to figure out, okay, how much debt am I okay with? And I think we all kind of have a better idea of what debt shouldn't be. But from what you're seeing out there in the world, it doesn't seem like anything has changed. You're still telling people the same thing over and over again. I made fun of you in a sermon, a couple of weeks ago. Like that. Like, why are you still on the radio? How often do you have to say, don't spend more than you make? So what would you say to those people today?
I had a radio guy call me one time. We were on one of his radio stations, and he said, I have to take you off the air. And I said, why? What did we do? And he goes, I'm afraid I'm going to get sued. And I said, why? I don't say anything to get you sued. And he goes, your show is so boring. Somebody's going to be listening to it driving, fall asleep, and wreck. You say the same thing over and over again. And I do. I have for 25 years. I'm still in radio. He's not. So it's working. It's
Back at you.
But yeah, yes, it is. There's nothing new under the sun, but it does take different shapes. When I started back 25 years ago, we were dealing with a lot of baby boomer credit card debt.
Right.
Now, credit card debt's still really bad.
Yeah.
But of course, the hot button today is the student loan.
Student loans.
Everybody's talking about student loans and the millennials. And so we're all talking about that. But it's still debt, and it's still buying something I couldn't afford with money I didn't have to impress somebody I don't really like. It's still doing the same stuff. Yeah. It's still violating these basic, common sense, biblical principles on handling money. And the weird thing is, I'm still saying the same thing over and over, but you're still preaching the gospel. It's still the same thing over and over.
Every Easter I talk about, this
really
guy that
is.
rose from the dead.
There's Jesus, and then there's Jesus, and then there's Jesus.
Yeah.
Because it's the answer to the problem. It's the solution to the equation. And that's what we're doing as well. And, this is how you handle your money. When you do it this way, it works. When you don't, it doesn't work. And the problem with the economy going good is, when everything's going really good, stupid can seem okay, But when it turns down, stupid is exposed. Yeah. And, Warren Buffett says you can tell who's skinny dipping when the tide goes out, and so that's the issue. And so you've got to be on these principles in good times and in bad times. And if you are, you're going to win in either equation, in either economy.